These are the highlights of India's smartest podcast, The Ranveer Show. Welcome to TRS Clips. Make sure you hit that bell icon and don't forget to subscribe. Here's another utopian world question. I don't want to call utopian, almost apocalyptic world question. There is chatter that this kind of life in the pandemic, like where there's a unlock for some time, then there's a lockdown for some time. There is a possibility that this might go on for a while. So, considering that, could you elaborate on the future of work from home if we actually have to work from home? Because my answer to this question is that you should divide your work from home time as, okay, this is the time I'm going to give office, and this is that 1 hour that I'm going to give my skill set through an online course. When the startup world was saying, okay, edtech is the next big boom, they were expecting that, yes, an entire generation is going to understand the drawbacks of the education system that all of us have been put through as Indians, and then embrace the new age education system, which is edtech. So, what would you say about the future of work from home and maybe this skilling up question also?
I'm not confident that we will permanently have work from home. I think we're going to get back to work because, like I said, people who are going to go and work, they'll compound faster and people will feel FOMO and they'll want to come in and work with them, especially in the junior folks, right? If you are senior, if you build your networks already, you don't need to really go at work. You have already your networks formed. For younger people, the networks are formed only when they actually go and meet human beings. They can't just LinkedIn somebody and tweet somebody and people will show up. They do not have the clout to be able to build a network digitally, right? You don't have a blue tick in life, and that's unfortunate, but that's how life is, right? If life unlocks, anybody who's got a blue tick has hustled their way to the blue tick, and then they have managed to get access because the world can look at their blue ticks and say, "Acha yaar, isse baat karna," right? So what I'm saying is that what we need to do is think about a life where most people will get back to work, but I think there'll be a lot more flexibility on the hours of working, right? Why should everybody come in the same rush hour, peak hours? Can then people be allowed to go in the afternoon, come early? Like that kind of stuff will start happening where can you do first half calls on Zoom in the off home and then come second half in the afternoon when the traffic is less, right? That's likely to happen. The second thing that's likely to happen is people may be encouraged to work from somewhere else as a group somewhere and work with their team in Goa for a month, hypothetically, and come back and ship a product, right? Sometimes it's better to than going to office, right? I think there's going to be also encouragement of flexibility on the days you can come to work and the days you cannot come. Like, for example, can everybody have permanently Friday working from home? Potentially, yes. Right? And I think there's going to be a lot of change that's going to happen based on that behavior. Now, in terms of dedicating time for becoming better, you have to schedule it, right? How do you find to do so many hours of Instagram? They're the same hours. So why don't you find hours to learn and become better? And it's hard. So start with 30 minutes a day. I can tell you one thing, that if you're doing 30 minutes a day, you're anyways better than 95% of the world.
Yeah, that's true.
Just 30 minutes a day. And it doesn't matter. You don't have to take a course or paid course. Just watch a great education series on YouTube. Take any interest and go deeper into that. Learn something about your industry. Speak to somebody smarter. Read a book. Whatever it is that you learn from and you feel joy of learning. Just do it for 30 minutes to 1 hour a day. Just like workouts. Like it's not like, oh shit, I have to do more. Like I'm sure maybe you recommend people that if they work out 30 minutes a day, they'll be pretty good. Right? Yeah. And they'll be better than 95% of people who are not working out every day. Right? So I think it's the same principle. It doesn't take too much. It just takes the discipline of being out there every day doing it. Right? Yeah. And what if you meet friends who enjoy doing it? What if just say we meet people together and say, yaar, aaja yaar Netflix ka series dekhte hain. What if you made friends where you say, yaar, ek kaam karte hain yaar, baith ke TED Talk dekhte hain. Come guys. And we'll learn this new skill together, guys. Let's just come to office, use the facilities and use the TV to play this content.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I think
Go on.
it has to happen. It has to happen unless we encourage that, uh, and make it cool. Make it cool, right? Make it cool to be nerdy.
Mm.
We have ridiculed nerds way too much.
Yeah. That's the power of compounding, right? Like selecting the right friends. It's these micro decisions which your friends influence you to take up. For example, again, speaking about this whole work from home concept, the last time we recorded, I was in my room and I remember how many logistical issues you and me had even setting up the podcast. And that just fired me up. That whole experience of doing all those podcasts from my room fired me up to ensure that the office we're building out, which is the office you see around us, is also a living quarters for my inner core team. So we all live here very happily. There's a kitchen, there's a bathroom, there's a place where they can sleep. And we come, and it's very close to my house, by the way. We come down and we all brainstorm, and we're seeing, and exactly what you said is happening, where we're watching documentaries and pieces that either affect our content creation process or us as human beings, because the power of human beings collectively working together is just something else. You can't compare it to people working from their homes, no matter how romantic that is.
It is, and I think that's what we'll realize. And I think uh, what we need to, however, realize from this is that if we enjoy the downtimes, then take those downtimes, right?
Mm.
Take that week off and travel, shut off from work,
Yeah.
right? We have
Yeah.
to encourage that behavior. We have to encourage a behavior of taking a month off if we have to, right?
Mm.
And say, I'm going to take the break, realize that I need to shut off and think about things more long term in nature. And I think that culture has to come in, right? Where we have to say, hey, I'm working 25 days or 20 days nonstop, or 22 days nonstop. I'm going to take 8 days off together. Why do I need weekday weekends? Who decided weekday weekend is the right way of working?
Mm.
Who came up with that? And why are you accepting it?